You ever wonder why these guys doing e-commerce, they're supposed to be these hot shots? Yeah, I got a Lambo, I got a GT3RS. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? These red pill dudes teach you that money is going to solve all your problems. It's going to get you all the girls, going to fix everything you've ever wanted to fix. No issues with women. They see the Lambo, instant attraction. Same with black pill. Oh yeah, just improve your looks, dude. If you become a 10 out of 10, you can do whatever you want and she's going to love you. She's going to look at you one time and she's going to be, oh my God, I want this guy for the rest of my life. You've been taught a lie. Everything you've been taught is a lie. You have been taught a lie and you need to unlearn everything. You want to get women? It's not about learning things. It's about unlearning things because you've been taught so much crap along your life, along the span of your life, that you literally just need to unlearn a few things because this thing about this whole situation of getting women and attracting women is actually so much simpler than you think. And it doesn't require a bunch of fundamental systems and game and money and looks. It's actually very simple. There's one metric I want you to look at. This is the one metric that actually matters at all times, with every woman in the world. Every single one of them. I don't care where she comes from. I don't care what history she has. I don't care what kind of family she comes from. Rich, poor, ugly, fat, good looking. Doesn't matter. This applies to every single one of them. And if this metric is constantly satisfied, and if this metric is constantly being paid attention to and being identified at the right times, every woman will stay attracted to you. You will be able to keep women around you for the rest of your life if you constantly satisfy this metric. And this metric is SMV discrepancy on your end. Meaning you at all times need to satisfy SMV discrepancy. What is SMV discrepancy? For any of you who don't know what SMV is, search it up. SMV. SMV discrepancy needs to be satisfied on your end, meaning you have to constantly show her that you have higher SMV than her. That's SMV discrepancy. If you constantly satisfy this, a woman will always stay attracted to you. Now, money can do this. Looks can do this. But it's only a quarter of the story because it only does so much for you. See, I'll tell you what money and looks is going to do for you. Money and looks, think of it as like you've got a house and money and looks swings the door open. But inside the house is one thing, and it's her mind. And you see, her mind opened the door to you because she saw the flashy stuff. She saw your little nose and your high set cheekbones or whatever the hell all that crap is. But if what's inside her mind isn't satisfied once you walk through the door, guess what? Second date ain't coming. Third date ain't coming. You getting ghosted. Period. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how good looking you are. It does not matter. You are going to get ghosted. This is why you see these guys in e-commerce, all these drop shippers. They're pathetic losers. They have cars. They have money to blow at the club. And they still have not a single girl who loves them. I'm in the business of teaching you how to make a woman love you. Not how to get a woman on a date with you. Not how to attract a woman. I'm telling you how to retain a woman and make her fall in love. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want a woman to love you? It's not about being seen with a pretty woman or going out with a girl that's hot or getting in your bedroom. This is a horrible mentality and it's empty. You want women to love you. You don't want to get in the bedroom. You want women to love you. That's what every single one of you guys want. All of you want that. Every man in this world wants a woman who loves him. That's what I'm going to teach you. And the only way for you to do that is to demonstrate SMV discrepancy. So what does this mean? This means that at all times, you need to be the guy out of all the other guys that she's ever met that can get more women in the bedroom than all of them. You need to be the dude that has the most amount of female options. And I'll give you an example of this. If she's been with a guy, a lot of you guys might be with a woman that's been cheated on before, okay? And this is one of those girls that you got to play the game very carefully. Because see, when a woman has been cheated on by another guy, a bar has been set. A standard has been set. This guy cheated on me. This guy could get a lot of women in bed, and he also had me at the same time that he was with other women, and that's a bar that's been set. If you want her to love you, you need to become above that guy. And the only way you're going to do that is by demonstrating that you can get more women in the bed than her. And the only way you're going to do this is by cheating on her twice as much as that dude cheated on her. That's it. That's the only way you're going to do it. And this is why this whole perception of body count is totally wrong. There's nothing wrong with a woman who has slept with many dudes. Yes, it's disgusting. Yes, it's going to turn you off. Yes, you don't want to think about the other guys that she's been with. But it's not about that. That's not what drops her value. What drops her value is not the fact that she's been with a bunch of dudes and it's disgusting. What drops her value is that the more guys she's been with, the higher chances there are that one of those dudes has been a guy that can get a lot of girls in the sack, and it's going to be very hard for you to get her attracted to you because you now need to meet that guy's standard or be above him. So what does that mean? It means a woman with a higher body count is going to take up a lot more of your time because she's a lot harder to attract. That's it. That's why her value is either higher or lower due to her body count. But let's say a woman has a body count of 10, but every single guy she's been with is like some geeky nerd who doesn't know anything about girls, and maybe she slept with him, but he didn't cheat on her and he was always good to her. And yes, they were in the bed, and yes, they had relationships, but nothing ever crazy happened to her. That guy never did anything to her. The bar is very low. It's very easy for you to go and attract that woman. Now, there might be a girl that's been with only one dude before, but this guy cheated on her with 3 other women. That girl is going to be a lot harder to attract, and she's a lot lower value than the girl that's been with 10 guys. It's just that simple. Body count is looked at as it's looked at so incorrectly. It's so frustrating when I see these guys. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, she has a high body count. Oh, she's low body. No, because you don't know what her history is. But you can tell by how hard is she to attract. The harder she is to attract, the more chances are that she's been with a guy that demonstrated he can get a lot of women in the sack. So you got to be the guy that can get more women than that guy in the sack if you want her to be attracted to you. That's it. You want a woman to stay attracted to you till the day you die. You need to constantly satisfy that one thing, that you can get more women in the bedroom than any other dude she's ever been with. If a guy comes along that can get more women in the bedroom than you, she's going to leave you for that guy. That's it. And you see, looks, money, and status, there's a very fine line between this and understanding the psychology of how to always pass her tests and always demonstrate that you can get more girls in the bedroom. Because yes, looks demonstrates that you can get girls in the bedroom. Yes, money demonstrates that you can get girls in the bedroom. But guess what? If a man with a Lamborghini goes on a date with a girl, and then after the date ends, he calls her first and he texts her every day after that, good morning, good night. Now this guy went from, oh, he has a Lamborghini, he definitely has other women attracted to him because he's got resources, to, oh, this guy gets nothing. This guy he gets no women. He's desperate. He's literally texting me right after we finish the date. There could be a dude that she goes on a date with that lives in his mom's basement, smokes weed all day, that's going to seem higher value to her after that first date if he doesn't call her, doesn't text her, and doesn't reach out for a week. Because she looks at that guy and she goes, if he didn't reach out to me for a week, then he obviously has options, and he does this all the time. I'm a 10. He didn't reach out to me, means he always goes on dates with 10s. But that one dude who has a Lambo, who lives in a $10 million house, and went out with her, and she's a 10, and called her right after they went out, oh, I had such a good time, oh, da, da, da. You're not connecting with her, you idiot. You're not doing anything other than showing her you have no options, and you are not satisfying SMV discrepancy. Now, she is the one that looks like she can get more guys. She can get more options, okay? Rather than you getting more options than her. Now, she's the one who looks like she can get more options. And now, she is going to lose attraction to you. A woman wants a man that every other woman wants. Women fall in love with a man based on how valuable he is, and how valuable he is based off of the fact of how many women can he get in the bedroom. You need to internalize this. I'm going to keep repeating myself because this is the main point that you need to understand and internalize, because if you don't, you are never going to have a successful relationship. You are never going to have a woman fall in love with you. If you want a woman to fall in love with you, it can only be done by satisfying this one thing. That's it. This is the only thing that counts. This is why I'm telling you, you do not need to be rich. You do not need to be in shape. You do not have to be the best looking guy, because the guy that sits in his mom's basement all day and smokes weed can satisfy that SMV discrepancy the same way a dude that has a Lamborghini and a $10 million house can, if not even better. If he knows what he's doing, if he understands what I'm telling you, if the guy who smokes weed all day in his mom's basement knows what I'm telling you, and the guy who drives the Lamborghini doesn't, it's over. The dude that smokes the weed won. He won the second he opened his mouth on the first date. Done. Finished. Because what's in the mind is everything. Red pill, black pill. You want to keep listening to this, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be a good-looking guy with no women, or you're going to be an e-commerce millionaire with no women. What's the point of having all the money in the world and all the looks in the world if nobody cares? These are just bonuses. These are just things that stack on top of the psychology of understanding how a woman works. When you understand how she works and you understand what satisfies a woman, then you can get the looks and the money and the status to make your life a little bit easier. It gives you some leeway to make some mistakes, right? Because you have those other attributes carrying you. But those attributes alone cannot carry understanding her mind. Understanding her mind is the main thing that you need to learn. And this is what no dude, not a single guy on the internet teaches. Not a single guy understands. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this. And I cannot believe that people live their life every day without understanding this. It is so simple. And the beautiful part about it is that it's done through you not doing things. It doesn't require more work for you to be this way, for you to satisfy SMV discrepancy. In fact, it's done through you not doing this. Notice how I said the guy who doesn't text her after the first date. That guy is putting in less effort, less time, less energy, and he's the one getting the girl. So it makes your life easier because then you don't have to pursue. You don't have to text her first. You don't have to text her good morning, good afternoon, good night. You don't care how her morning was. You're just trying to attract her. You're just scared that she's going to dip on you. So you're trying to communicate. You're trying to keep communication. But this shows desperation. It shows you have no options. It lowers your SMV. Because no guy with options would ever text her good morning because he doesn't need to because he's got other girls. He's not coming from a scarcity mindset. Everyone needs to internalize this. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. If you want a woman to fall in love with you and stay with you till the day you die, guaranteed, like literally till the day you die, you need to focus on one thing. Constantly satisfying SMV discrepancy.